Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to New York State Bridge Authority meeting, June 18th, 2015. On my left here, we have Mr. Commissioner Rod Dressel. We have Commissioner Roger Higgins, Commissioner Joe Romaglia. We have our counsel, Beth Whitback, and we have our executive director, Joseph Ruggiero, and myself, Richard Jerrington. Tonight, or this afternoon, we have an agenda before us that's not going to be amended. And our first order of business is administration. Oh, I'm sorry, before we do that, we adopt the annual and the regular board minutes of May 21st.
Move to adopt both the annual and the regular board minutes of May 21.
Second.
Any discussion? If not, roll call. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next, Mr. Russo.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm well. Item I have under administration is we're asking to award a contract for IT services to a consultant to assist our IT staff in installing a version upgrade for our business software package, our J.D. Edwards software package, financial package. It's the first major upgrade since 2009. This is the last time we performed this. Our IT staff will do most of the hands-on work, and the IT consultant will work remotely to assist them in testing and integrating any of the third-party software we have and so forth. We put an RFP out for those services, and we received a proposal from De Novo Ventures of San Diego, California. We actually have experience with De Novo in the past. They performed the upgrade in 2009. They also installed and tested and trained us on our procurement module. And so they're proposing a time and materials invoicing scheme with a not-to-exceed amount of $76,220 for these services. So the resolution is for that. We also asked them for time and materials for a post-go-live technical support should we need them, and we asked them to reserve some additional hours in case we run into any problems, so they're reserving 73 hours for us on a time and materials basis. But the base contract would be for the $76,220.
Move to accept the proposal as outlined in the resolution.
Second.
Any discussion? If not, roll call. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you, Bob.
Thanks.
Next, engineering, Jeff.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Very good. Yourself?
Good, thanks.
First up, in our 2015 capital equipment budget, we want to replace the existing Bobcat skid steer with snow blower at the Newburgh Beacon Bridge. It's a 1992 unit that we'd like to buy a new one under OGS contract. The new skid steer would have a bucket, pallet forks, and a snow blower at a discounted price of $33,895.94.
So moved.
Jeff, we keep the old one or
We're going to keep the old one, move it up here to Mid-Hudson and use it limited up here.
Any other discussion? If not, roll call.
I would just say it's good to see we did business with a local company.
Yeah, we didn't have a vote yet. Any other discussion? If not, roll call. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
We try to do as much local business as possible, but sometimes the state bids deter us.
It's obvious here when we get to the pickup.
But it's a WBE, that's a key. The tractor loader purchase at Bear Mountain Bridge, also in the current capital program. We're looking to replace a 1982 New Holland tractor loader with a new unit off the OGS contract also. Our local dealer is Hoffman Equipment, and we've received a discounted cost proposal for $71,523.78.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Just know where that's coming from.
down the road.
Right, there you go. All in favor, say aye.
All right, new pickups. We want to replace 4 existing regular cab trucks and 1 crew cab truck. Here again, it's an OGS mini bid. The lowest bidder was Van Bortle Ford, which is not local, but they're out of East Rochester, and they are a certified WBE, so that's a big thing for us. The total of all 5 vehicles is $132,337.01.
So moved. Second? Any other discussion? If not, roll call. All in favor, say aye.
Jobs in progress. You'll be happy to know we have no new change orders on the Newburgh Beacon deck replacement job. Things are running smoothly there. We are out to bid for dehumidification at the Mid-Hudson Bridge towers and anchorage chambers. So we'll probably be receiving those for the next board meeting.
When will we be going out to bid for the roof at Main Center?
We haven't got final plans in yet. The architect's still developing the plans.
Motion to accept the jobs in progress?
Let's go back to the walkway over the Hudson there, Rick. I got some notes here somewhere. So obviously, parts of the railing, they're having problems with it?
Yeah, we're working, designing a railing rehab project for them, and that should be going out to bid.
Now, because I see the engineering was decreased several times, and they were putting that up too, or?
Well, the grout for the anchor bolts for the railings is deficient, and we're needing to replace that.
But the only thing we're putting into it is some engineering.
We get completely reimbursed by
M&M's
parks.
being reimbursed by parks. There's no cost to the bridge authority.
Except for the time of our staff.
To oversee, to make sure that
That it's put in right this time.
We'll be hiring a construction consultant
and they're paying for the
to watch
construction management.
that.
We're going back and forth with them right now. There was more money that needed to be appropriated. Parks is going to the consultant.
We didn't do that the last time. That was
No, I know it.
No.
Well, that's why I mentioned in my comment about it.
Right.
Yeah, the programmatic group agreement that the board approved a month or 2 ago actually covers stuff like this, and it does make it very clear that the financial responsibility for these projects lies with parks. So we'll be coming back to the board.
And it was programmed to the state budget to pay for this. So,
And
not ours.
once this stuff is all laid out, there will be a separate scope of work that needs to be approved that will include the bid awards, et cetera, but it will also make very clear in there also that these funds have to come from parks to us directly.
Parks realizes they're in over their head with the bridge, and the fact that they hired M&M through us, and reimbursing all that is the way to go, and we're going to ensure not to waste good money.
Well, it alerts me to think that we got to keep our guard up, because all of a sudden, if they've got problems like this, we got to watch out. They're going to get thrown on our lap. Deal with it.
We're protected in that capacity. The lease agreement was key, 99-year lease agreement. There's no dispute who's responsible for the deck, the railing, and all the other stuff, and that's what we hang our hats on. The Parks Department acknowledges it. DOB acknowledges there's really no issue. It's getting a programmatic investment by parks to understand that, unlike other concessions where they may build a concession stand somewhere on some beach, they build it once, they don't come back in 30 years. The bridge is different, and they're getting to understand that through our.
What's happening to where the concrete was breaking up around the rings where they?
That's the reason for this contract. That all happened because of the inadequate grout.
The grout staying wet, and that's the problem with the thaw and the freeze that happens. It's causing spidering around if I'm saying anything wrong, the railing
In the hole.
That's what's causing the cracks and then the concrete to want to pop off.
Proper application done at the proper time of year should mitigate that.
So the Bridge Authority is being a good agency in helping the Parks Department.
It speeds up their
in conjunction.
process. It would take them a long time to be
Right.
able to go out to
And
bid.
this problem is very critical because it could cause some other problems.
Each season that this is not addressed will further complicate the issue and grow. And it's being addressed the right way.
We're the good,
And we have a better ability to supervise this work.
we're the good bridge father.
Well, it's in our interest to protect what we are responsible for by making sure they're doing the job the way we would do the job if it was totally our responsibility, meaning the deck and the railing. So it's in our best interest to play the advisory role that Jeff and his staff are playing.
Any other discussion? Motion to accept the job in progress, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you. Did you get a motion
I
in a
don't
second
get
on
a
that?
second. I gotta remember.
There was no
There
motion at all. We just opened up the topic, so if someone
No,
move
there
it.
was
No.
there was a motion.
there was a motion.
I thought Roger
And you
seconded.
No.
seconded.
John,
Joan, all right, so Roger
So
and
this-
Joe.
Joe made it, Roger seconded.
Yeah, so them looking back.
Brian, thank you.
afternoon. First up,
Show music, hold on.
okay, first up is the monthly investment report. There were 6 investments for the month, all of a routine nature. They're all reflected in the investment inventory report. As of right now, we have, sorry?
Go on, I'm sorry.
We have approximately $43 million in the maintenance reserve fund. Yield for the month of April is up 1/10 of 1/100th of 1% to 0.54. Vote to accept the investment.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
yield. Well, better than we have. It's not saying much in this interest rate environment, though. Okay, next up, out of the normal routine of the RFP cycle, we're looking to renew or authorize the general and excess umbrella liability policies separately this year, as the carrier is actively defending us in various claims. For the year, the general liability policy increases 6.2% based on a 5% increase in rates and a 1.2% increase in traffic.
Can we just go on recess for 2 minutes?
We have a motion to recess.
Motion to recess. So moved. Second. All in favor, say aye. Second. All in favor, say aye. Okay, Brian.
To continue, general liability goes up 6.2%. That's 1.2% traffic increase and a 5% rate increase. Umbrella excess liability goes up approximately 7%. Okay, again, this is based upon claims activity that we're seeing, and we're going to continue to stick with this carrier as they actively defend us through the resolution of those large claims.
Any move first? So moved. Second.
Second.
Any questions? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Okay, last item is routine in accordance with Section 5.3 of 43 of the bond resolution, attaches a certificate of an authorized officer of the authority indicating the required balance in the maintenance reserve fund being $53,028,000 as required in Section 7.2 of the bond resolution. It represents the September 2014 board-approved capital improvement program for the years 2015 through 17.
So moved. Second. Second.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Aye. Thank you, Brian.
Quite not
Thank you.
the word we would use.
Next, Greg?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I've just got one item today. This is our Microsoft licensing renewal program. Our licensing spans a 3-year period. This is our third payment on the 3 years for a total of $22,804. However, each year when we renew, we have what's called a true-up period. So any additional licenses that were purchased get tacked onto the bill. So we had SQL server license, a couple Windows server license, and access licenses to access our database. That came to a total of $13,267, and that number does include 3 years of maintenance support on the product. So I'm coming to you asking for approval of a total of $36,071 to cover our Microsoft licensing program.
So moved. Second?
Second.
Any questions? If not, roll call. All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Commissioner Van Maxwell joined us. So the vote is different than it was earlier in the meeting. Second, reports to the board by Executive Director.
You have a copy of my monthly expense activity report that shows no expenses, the traffic and revenue analysis report for May 2015, and the Easy Pass sales analysis for May 2015. The only thing of real note in the traffic and revenue analysis was reflective of the tragedy on I-84 back in May, where the police had to shut down the interstate for several hours, which had obviously an impact on traffic and revenue for that day. So, other than that,
That was kind of hard for me to understand why they had to shut the bridge off. The problem they had, which wasn't on the bridge.
they didn't well, the bridge was a victim of the interstate being
shutdown of
closed.
84.
The bridge never closed, just traffic couldn't get past through the interstate, that's all. It was,
Still couldn't understand it right away.
apparently the incident occurred across the whole highway, and the shooting, obviously, as you heard, carjacking. State police closed down as a police incident, and it affected the better part of the tri-state area, without an exaggeration.
Any questions? If not,
Better not question.
We do have one item in attorney-client board advisement.
we're not coming back into session.
No, we're not, right.
So any old business? Any new business? We are going with the Executive Director just mentioned to attorney-client privilege. Right after we adjourn the meeting, we're not coming back into the meeting, but we're not taking any action. So, motion to adjourn?
Move to adjourn.
Second? Second. All in favor, say aye. Next meeting, July 16th, 2015. Thank you very much.